Alright, hey you guys, it is TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of Gangsta episode 7, Birth. And this episode was pretty fucking intense and awesome at the same time. Like, we got to learn a little bit more about Doug because I still can't get over the fact that dude's name is Doug. Like, I really wanted him to have a more epic name than Doug. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. But we got to learn a little bit more about Doug, and he's actually 21, so he's literally only what, maybe a year, 2 years younger than I am, which is pretty. It's pretty awesome. But he looks like a little kid. Like, he looks like he could be like 15 or 16. But Doug is pretty fucking dope, and I feel bad for him because he's pretty much where he is involuntarily, and even when he was like in the car with Chad and he was telling him not to like to arrange it so he'll never have to run into Nick, it's pretty I guess it's pretty good on Nick's part because that means that Nick is so fucking badass that nobody wants to mess with him. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. So, like, this whole episode, they were talking about who is doing the tag murders, and they found out that all of the people that were killed were tags, and none of them were being restrained. So it's pretty much just well, I won't say it's random, but they pretty much caught the person off guard is what I'm gathering from it. So tags are being killed, so Nick needs to watch out because the two people, I want to say that's a boy and a older, like, well, an adult girl, both of them are pretty fucking creepy. The kid is a lot worse. Like, when he wrote those words in blood on the wall, and then like playing with the guy before she killed him, and it's just a whole lot of fucking creepy stuff. It's like giving me goosebumps. I have goosebumps right now. But just this whole that whole thing with them, I'd rather block out of my memory, but I know that it's going to be important later on, because like at the end of the episode when Nick was walking with Allie and he got a glimpse of her and he smiled and kept walking, worries me a lot because I feel like he either knows who it is or he knows that that was who it was. Like, that was the person that's been doing all these tag kills. So other than that, the episode, like, we get to see Allie recovering from being on that drug that the psychopath put her on from the beginning. What else? There was also like flashbacks of Worrick and Nick's times together when they were younger, like when Worrick first met him and he gave him the sign language book, and Nick was learning sign language and Worrick learned sign language so he could talk to Nick, and pretty much how Worrick lost his eye. His dad is such a fucking asshole. Like, I wish I could kick him in the nuts, because why would you ever treat your child like that? Who the fuck treats their child like that? That really just makes me fucking angry. And I know that probably means that I'll be a really good mom for reasons why stuff like that makes me angry, but that really pissed me off, and I am happy that Nick killed him, because that is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Why in the fuck would you burn your child's eye out to the point where he won't be able to use it anymore? Who the fuck does that? Let me compose myself. So yeah, Worrick lost his eye to his father burning his eye out with a cigarette that Worrick was smoking. I understand you being upset that your child is smoking a cigarette, but don't burn his eye out. Who the fuck does that? So, anyways. So Worrick lost his eye to his father, and Nick killed his whole family, which pretty much goes into more detail about what we already knew earlier, because we knew that someone killed Worrick's family, but they didn't really specify. But now we know that it was Nick who killed all of Worrick or Wallace's family. So yeah. And there was a part at the end when Worrick was talking to, his name starts with D. Well, he calls him Deli. I'm going to call him Deli. When he talks to Deli and tells him that he hates tags. And at first that really caught me off guard, because I feel like he really has a strong relationship with Nick. Like they are bound to each other. And then it made me think that I don't think he necessarily hates tags. I think he more hates the concept of tags, like how tags are supposed to have owners and they have to listen to their owners and blah blah blah. Because he always thought of, like when he was younger, he always thought of Nick as a person, not necessarily as a thing or like something tangible, like a object or a possession. There you go. He never thought of Nick that way. So I think he more hates the concept of how tags are treated, how the Twilights are treated in general, because they are literally treated like livestock and slaves, and they have no purpose other than being a human shield. And I can completely understand why he would even hate that concept, because Nick is pretty fucking awesome, and he has done a tremendous amount of anything in this whole episode. In fact, when he was jumping around with the little girl, I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. It's too late for that. But when he was jumping around with her and playing with her, I think that was pretty fucking awesome. And I would have loved to have done that. That looked like it was so much fun. But yeah, this episode was awesome. And then we also got to see some of the Corcoran family, which is who they thought was behind the tag kills. But I think that they are a part of it too, or they hired the chick and the boy that are going around killing all of the tags. I don't know. I guess we'll find out about that later. I mean, of course, it's like it's supposed to be like a cliffhanger. We're not supposed to find out about it right away. I mean, that would defeat the purpose and make it less fun. So I guess I can understand why, but I want to know. I want to know now. So yeah, other than that, this episode, it was pretty freaking in depth, and it showed a lot of stuff that was left out early on. So I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this episode. How do you feel about the way things turned out? But please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.